Hey everybody, this is World War Guy here today, and today we are doing part 5 of where do I buy my reenacting supplies from. This part is going to focus specifically on the equipment, the field gear, used by the average continental German soldier. And like I said in my previous videos, this is specifically focusing on the Heer. So not Kriegsmarine, not Luftwaffe, not SS, not Gebirgsjäger, anything like that. For this video, I split it up into two categories. On the left side, you have mostly original, and on the right side, you have mostly reproduction. So let's start with the original on the left side. One thing that's very important that a lot of people don't think about is getting a tornister, which is this fur backpack up here. This is great, honestly, just for, like any other backpack, just bringing different stuff in it. Extra pair of clothes, rations, whatever you want to an event, as well as if you want to be more accurate, you'll put the appropriate stuff inside. There are some reproductions of these in real life. I don't know enough about them, but honestly the best way, or the best option, is to get an original. If you live in Europe, you can get them fairly cheap. I've gotten some for about 60 euros, so it's about, what, $70, $75? While in the United States, they go more for around $100. But those really make an impression pop, if that makes sense. So places you can get that: eBay, military shows. That's really the two best places for those. Moving down, you're going to have the mess kit, which is right here. Originals are the best for this because they're most accurate. There are no reproductions that I know of who make German mess kits. And the post-war ones tend to be different in either one or more aspects. So your best option, honestly, is to get an original one. These things you can get as, like with the tornister, eBay, military shows, estate sales, things like that. Next, we're going to go to the gas mask canister here. This guy right here. Again, originals are best for this. Why? There are reproductions of them, but the reproductions are not that great. Not enough details, missing some aspects, things like that, or just not as durable. So original is a good one. This one is from At the Front. They took a lot of original ones and refurbished them, so new paint. That's about it, really. New paint and new straps. But those are great because you get an original one, but it's a reproduction paint, so you don't really feel bad for scratching it up or anything. If At the Front sells out, look on eBay, military shows, or stores, things like that. You'll probably find a canister to use. With that, you will need the gas sheet bag and the gas sheet. This is where it depends on what you want. This gas sheet bag is an original one with new made straps from At the Front, so check out that for those. Or you can get reproduction gas sheet bags. I don't own any reproduction gas sheet bags, so I don't know how good they are, but you have an option there: reproduction or original. The gas sheet inside, you can either get at different, that would be a reproduction. You can get them at different stores such as At the Front, Hessian, 1944 Militaria, Man the Line. They're basically all the exact same. Just try to find the cheapest one that you know you'll get your package. Or you can kind of make your own. I've seen some people use like paper bags and then spray them with a certain spray. It is going to stay inside, so it really doesn't matter if anyone sees it unless you plan on displaying it. So that's where you can get those things. A little bit more detail: the straps, you can either get original straps or reproduction straps or post-war straps. As long as they're accurate to the original ones, it's however you want to, whatever you want to get. Moving down, you have the gas mask. Now this varies on how accurate you want to be. I know some people don't have the gas mask because it honestly is useless to have during a reenactment because you will not be using it. But it makes you stand out and shows that you are willing to take the extra step for a good impression. No reproduction gas mask, so your only option is to get original ones, which is going to be, again, eBay, military shows, estate sales, whatever, friend, whatever. Alright, moving to the right, you have the shovel and bayonet. Starting with the shovel itself. This one is an East German shovel. Really the only difference, the main difference I should say, is there is no reinforcement plate on the back side here. There's no reinforcement plate right here on the East German ones, while the wartime ones did. Again, this is depending on what you want. I'm happy with the East German one, but if I do find an original one or another shovel made by another country that looks similar, I would much prefer to use that. Just make sure that the paint on the shovel is correct. The bayonet itself is an original one on my equipment. Not the best condition, but it's still original. Reproductions are fine, they're just not that great. I've heard that some reproductions don't stay in the sheath so well, so the blade kind of falls out. Plus, original ones are just cooler, more effective, more accurate, more durable. So, shovel and bayonet, if you're planning on getting original ones, eBay, estate sales, military show, you know the drill. Now, the shovel cover and the bayonet frog, those are reproductions from at the front. I'm happy with them. There's nothing major to complain about. Although, if you want to take that extra step to becoming a more accurate reenactor, I know Vincent on Facebook, he makes great leather and pressed off items. Pressed off, real quick, is basically a combination of leather and other materials to make items. He makes really great leather and pressed off items, so definitely check him out. He's on Facebook. Again, I'll post a link on the description. But if you're okay with like the just leather made items, at the front they have good shovel covers. I'm happy with them, and that's as much as I know. Now to the canteen. As you can see, I have two different canteens there. We'll start with this one. This one is a combination of post-war and original items. A lot of reenactors like to do that because it's a bit more accurate and sometimes actually a bit cheaper. So you get the original flask, you get the original cup, and then you get a post-war strap and post-war cover, or mix and match, kind of like that. As long as it looks accurate and there's nothing wrong with it, go ahead and do that if you prefer to have original and post-war items. And the last piece before we get to the reproduction is these straps. Now these are post-war Hungarian straps. These are nice if you just need extra straps because they're original, they're real leather, and they're durable because reproductions can never make it as durable sometimes. I like using these if I just need extra straps. Back in World War II, it is not unheard of that the German army used brown straps. They didn't always have just black straps, so it's a nice little touch if you're looking for some cheap straps. Alright, so now moving to the reproduction. Let's start on the lower side. So right here you have just a stick grenade. If you want to have a stick grenade for your impression, really any website that sells them is going to be good enough. You might have to change it a little bit to make it more accurate, maybe the paint or whatever, but really it's just, they're not that hard to make. Y straps, which is this item here, those are made from at the front. They are not the textiled version, and honestly I'm actually quite happy with them. I've used them quite a bit. I've oiled them and everything, treated them, and they haven't broke or anything. There's no sign of them getting weak anywhere. There's nothing really that I'm concerned about that I'm gonna have to replace them. Now again, I know some people don't like at the front, so if you're one of those people who doesn't like at the front, Vincent from Facebook, again, he makes Y straps, and I hear they are absolutely great. So check him out. But at the front, I'm happy with their Y straps. Moving along to the belt here. This is the equipment belt that just about all this would go onto. Again, this is an at the front made one. I'm quite happy with it. It hasn't shown any sign of breaking soon or anything, and I've had it for 2 years about. But if you don't like at the front, again, Vincent from Facebook, great leather. Alright, ammo pouches. Right here. Again, like with everything else, from at the front. Not the greatest ones. I have a review video, so you guys should check it out. So if you're not happy with at the front, such as I am, Kokomo 77 or 67 on eBay, actually, I've heard has really great ammo pouches. I'll post a link in the description so you guys can find them easier. But I've heard that, honestly, his pouches are absolutely great. Just about 100% accurate as original ones. So definitely check out Kokomo on eBay. Canteen, other canteen. This one is a 100% reproduction from At the Front. Quick thing, I don't want to spend too much time on it. The At the Front canteen that you buy on their site, the cover is kind of inaccurate. The color's correct, but the buttons are just smooth buttons, while you need to have the star on it. So, and I got all this for Christmas, which was nice, so I didn't have to spend any money. But for Christmas, I also got the separate cover that you can buy from them, which is the accurate color or accurate cover. I like this. I got it for Christmas, so I'm not going to complain about having it, because now I don't have to worry about damaging it or anything, and it's all in one piece, so I don't have to go searching for your post-war original items such as this one here. So again, this is honestly your personal decision which way you want to go. Belt buckle. Belt buckle right here. This one is made by At the Front. It's the steel version. It's not bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. I would recommend it if you're looking for something a little on the cheaper end. If not, there's this other website that sells the earlier version of the belt buckles, and I'll post a link in the description because I forgot the name. Bread bag. This is a bread bag from At the Front. It's the textiled version. Honestly, it's a great bread bag, great color, great size, and it's quite durable. I very much recommend it. And besides that, for other bread bags, I'm not quite sure who else makes great bread bags. Alright, moving to the A-frame. Where's my finger? A-frame right here. The A-frame itself, which is this top part here, is from At the Front. It is not the textile version. It's okay. It's not a piece of equipment that I use that often, so I'm not worried about how good quality it is because I don't use it as much. That's for you to decide, though, if you want the textiled or not version. Under it right here is the At the Front textiled A-frame bag. It's a pretty good bag. Nothing to complain about besides the internal leather straps are a bit solid or thick, I should say, which is kind of annoying. And then on top of that, I have an At the Front Zeltbahn, which I'm actually pretty happy with. It repulses water pretty well, and it's a good camouflage. Other places such as IMA actually has some good Zeltbahns, I've heard, and they're actually cheaper. And At the Front has a newer run of these, so definitely check it out. But besides, I'm not quite sure which other website would make them. And then on top of everything, I have a new made wool blanket from Hessian. This is not a reproduction per se of an original World War II German one, but it is just a plain gray one, which in my opinion is acceptable. If you want to take the extra step of becoming a more accurate reenactor, At the Front has some good reproduction blankets. They're a bit expensive though, but I'll let you guys decide how much you want to spend on that. So again, that's basically it for the equipment. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I know the video is about 14 minutes long, but I tried to make it a bit quick. Original, reproduction. I'll post links in the description of just about everywhere you can go get your stuff. But if you guys like the video, drop a like, comment on different websites you guys know are good at reproductions. Share the video for your fellow reenactors. Subscribe. But besides that, you guys have a great day.